Sorry to say, Daniel, that the Argus, I can't even say the other way. What was your way?
Argos.
That's the one. Debate is well and truly a loss for you. We love you anyway, even if you won't admit the time that you're wrong. I tell you, I'm not wrong. I just haven't won yet. There's a difference, and we'll see. We'll see. So I decided to stay in nursing, and it's difficult, but I think I'm finding my stride. Good. We need you,
Good
man.
lad.
Stay there. Uncle Joe's video from today did make me laugh. He was a few beers in by the end of it. I'll have to ask him if he knows how many. Can't wait to see him back on the show soon. We need him to. I can't afford it. Can't afford it. Tell you. I'm already trying to remortgage. I can't do another one for Uncle Joe as well. I fucking love this. Like, I'm just trying to. By the way, I'm just trying to wind him up. Yeah, there's no I'm trying to.
There's no booking fees.
I'm trying to get some work shit getting around like his work. So I'm just trying to call some shit. Because I asked you, didn't I, when you saw him? I was like, did Joe mention his agent?
You
were like,
well, he doesn't know about the agent yet.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Oh, it's in the next one.
Yeah, he knows that we said that we couldn't afford him at that point. And he was like, "What do you mean you couldn't afford me?"
Love it. I spent some time catching up with the pod recently, and I would like to know if you guys could help me out. So, as something to help the other half when I'm doing the night shift, I got her a dog, a small dash hound by the name of Casper, as he is grey, smoked-coloured coat. We both enjoying the boy, but he's not good at all with the crate training and screams the house down when my partner is out or goes to bed. Do you guys struggle with training for your pets? Do you have any suggestions for the separation anxiety? Jamie, you have Rocco in a crate, don't you?
Yeah.
And you do the same like when you're eating. Sometimes you put them in there as well, don't you?
Not if I'm at home, just me and Charlotte. But if I've got people around, then it can be intrusive. Like because he what he's like. He clambers everywhere.
Yeah.
He has no personal space. So when someone's trying to eat, it's not nice. So we tend to put him in there during that. Crate training is hard, and I think the best thing, I don't put Rocco in a crate when I go out to work now, but when he was a puppy, I did, because when you've got a puppy, you can't trust them to hold their when they're going to the toilet in.
Yeah.
So it's better to have them in the crate because that helps them learn, because they don't want to sit in there pissing shit all day. That helps them learn that they need to keep it in when you're out. And secondly, the separation anxiety is like a fucker. It is a fucker. Like when we first got Rocco, he was screaming because he was used to his mum obviously being with him, and then we had him in the crate in the next room, and then went to bed, and then he spent like the first 2 weeks like screaming every bloody night like a lunatic. And we bought a camera and everything because we were worried about him crying, because he used to cry for about half an hour after we left. And then eventually, as he got used to the fact that we will come back, he doesn't moan at all now. He'll have a little bark when we go out the house at first.
Yeah.
And then he's pretty chilled after that. He's fine. We stopped using the camera and stuff because you're just watching 8 hours of a dog sleeping. Because that's what he does when you're out.
Yeah, it's all about consistency, right?
Yeah, you got to be consistent, and you got to let them scream it out, because they're gonna. And if you go in, he will know that every time he barks and squeals, and Rocco used to sound like he was being slaughtered. he will go into like meltdown. So it's better just to leave him as he is and let him do it. Let him upset himself by messing in the crate, and eventually he picks it up. With Rocco, we did a little bit of a staggered way for him to be left when we left at the flat. We did a pen around the crate, so he had a wider area.
Yeah.
But then when we watched the camera run once, he was jumping over the pen anyway. So he was fine being left out in the daytime by himself. And now when we go out, we just leave him. We turn on Alexa, play some music, and we just leave him.
So I'm trying to find. So there was an episode, you know that dogs behaving badly
Yeah.
on Netflix. There was an episode where I think there were two Frenchies, and literally like when the owners got up to leave, the dogs went fucking mental, like absolute mental, because they thought they were getting like ripping coats, like they wouldn't let you put your coat on anything. It was absolutely fucking balmy.
Yeah.
And it was all, I can't remember what he said, it was all based on they don't understand that you're going to come back.
Yeah.
But I want to tell them the episode. It was such a good episode because basically the way he got over it was they would leave and then come straight back in, and then they would keep doing it for longer and longer periods of time, and eventually the dog understood
that the dogs will be back,
but they would come back. Yeah, because that's the whole point. They're worried that you're never going to come back.
Yeah, especially because time is so different for them as well.
Yeah, but that show in general, like to watch that is really like he has a lot of really good insights on different like behaviorals and things. So I'd advise watching that. I can't really help because my family dog's an absolute fucking nightmare. I love Chewy to bits, but my God, would I strangle the little bastard's life out of him? It's the one thing for me. And if I could say to anyone that has a dog, and I see it from my parents like all the fucking time, is that both of you have to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like when I go round, I'm the one that will give him nothing. Mum gives him certain bits, and Jeff gives him fucking everything.
Yeah.
And it just drives me mad because you all have to be on the same page. Otherwise, the dog, they're not fucking stupid. People are like, dogs are this, but they know how to get what they want.
Of course they do. When me and Charlotte are sitting there eating, Rocco will sit with his full back to me and look Charlotte directly in the face, and we call it meow, and he does this weird thing where he goes, meh, meh, meh. He does that at Charlotte, because he knows Charlotte will eventually give him some food, because Charlotte, even if it's spicy chicken, she will suck the spice off the chicken and give him the chicken and that. So that's the level that they're at. And then I don't give him fuck all.
This is what annoys me about Jeff treats Chewy like he's a fucking garbage disposal. No matter how many times he's sick all over the house, Jeff
keeps
will still
giving
do
him
it.
Stuff.
Yeah. So like Jeff will get up to go to work at like fucking, I don't know, 4:00 in the morning. He'll give him a treat, and then he'll throw up, and Mum will come down and have to clean it. And she'll go, "Why did you give it to him?" And he goes, "He looked at me."
No, fucking.
I'm like, is that all it takes, Jeff? Yeah, he fucking looked at you. Is that because his eyes worked? Is that why he looked at you? It's movement, Jeff. He'd look at a fucking leaf. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter anything. And then I was on the phone the other day, and they had lamb covered in mint sauce, and I could hear him in the background. I'm like, tell Jeff not to give the fucking dog minted lamb. And you can hear him going,
play with his stomach.
He's like, oh, it won't hurt him. I'm like, it's a fucking dog. I was like, eat his own shit, Jeff. Just don't give him a fucking lamb. And he gave him the lamb, didn't he? Gave him the fucking lamb. Yeah.
And the fat and the lamb normally upsets dog stomachs.
Yeah. The amount of stuff, like, he'll come home from work, give him fucking toast. Christmas Day is nothing but arguments. You know what I mean? Nothing but arguments. So, but that's the one thing, you've got to be on the same page, because that's where they see like the cracks, right? Like if you're putting them in the crate and you're being strong, or your partner's done it and you're not being strong and you let them out, then you're getting nowhere.
I think the most important thing for you to do is to make sure that you're leaving the house consistently. Like me and Charlotte were going to the shop for like 20 minutes at a time. We didn't need anything at the shop.
Yeah.
We were just training Rocco.
Yeah.
And we have gone through stages where we're bad and we let him back into upstairs into the bedroom with us, and he gets into a routine of getting into the bedroom with us. But then once we've had enough of it, we put him back down there.
Yeah.
Or at the minute, he's just got free roam in the house and he tends to sleep in here.
Yeah.
But the crate's there for a reason. And I think the crate, for Rocco especially, the crate has become his safe place. So if I give him a fucking shout in that, like just before this episode, we went into the loft to get some Christmas decks out, and he attacks the loft ladder because he's a fucking idiot. And so I got like, do you know the stick that you pull down the loft ladder with?
Yeah.
I chased him with it. Obviously didn't touch him with it, but I chased him with it, and he's running down the stairs like a little pussy. And I was just like, Rocco, you fucking stay down there. You fucking stay down there. And then when I look at him, he's in his crate.
But yeah, definitely give that show a watch if you haven't already, because there's definitely some good techniques in there. Even just to get you started. Yeah. I said to Sabina if she wanted to get a dog, because I'd love a dog, like especially if there's like the two of us, I would take it dog training. I wouldn't do it myself because
training a puppy is super difficult, man.
Yeah, and it can easiest thing can go wrong, and you've just given it a bad habit. So I would take it to like training and stuff like that.
And I think that helps socialise them as well, because if they're not socialised properly, you end up with a reactive dog. Like Rocco's 50-50, but that's because he's been attacked a few times. Before that, he was a good dog when it comes to other dogs.
But good luck. That's what I'm going to say, because it ain't easy.
No, it's not.
No. And why people were like, oh, when we have a baby, we'll get a dog. I'm like, why would you get both of them at the same fucking time?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you mad?
Like, I remember the frustration of like if I'd come out and he's like gone to the toilet in the flat, and obviously you take him down, you'd rub his nose in it and take him down to the green, but he's already gone. He don't need to go again.
No.
But I did that. I remember one day I went down for like 14 or 15 times, showing him that he needs to go down there, and he just wasn't clocking it for ages. And like it takes a good 6-7 months.
Yeah,
6-7 months. Yeah. And the separation anxiety is probably about a month, I would say, if you do it properly.
Oh yeah. You find though that like people just want to like, because they say as well, like when you come into the house, you're supposed to ignore them. You're not supposed to like
fuss them.
Yeah, because it shows them like bad. That's bad. There's so many bad habits. It's ridiculous. Like, but certain ones are so easy to fix. Like if you watch that show, like some of them are like
a couple of minutes.
Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculously quick to fix. But let us know how it goes, and always good to hear from you.